Hi, this is Elizabeth with Southern Embellishment. Hope you're having a great day. Do we not have fun making these junk journals out of the yellow clasp envelopes? Excuse me, someone's knocking at my door. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, do we not have fun making these junk journals out of the yellow clasp envelopes? I love it, I love it, I love it. And here you'll see I have two sizes. I'm going to try to, without taking too much of your day, flip through both of these in one video. If it doesn't work, we'll break it up. But I was hoping to get both of them in. This, as you can see, is the larger one. And I do not have my ruler with me, so I cannot give you the dimensions. But you can see when you go in the store, they have larger ones, they have smaller ones, and they even have smaller ones. So it's just your decision what size you want. Enough said about that. Love this paper line. Do not know the name of it. I am sorry. I am probably the worst about that. And I'm actually on a trip right now. I'm in a hotel room, and that was housekeeping that knocked on the door. And so I don't have all my products with me, but so I don't remember the name of this paper tablet. But my daughter got a great deal at Tuesday Mornings. Ours was going out of business, sad to say, but she got a good deal, and this paper line is so cute. I love sewing, so this really spoke to me, and it's got buttons all over it. And then I have these neat, couple of neat stamps, and I believe my daughter got this one at Tuesday Mornings on sale. And it's got the dress form and all the measurements and a little piece of pattern. It's really cute. And then I love, love, love my scissor stamp, not die. And so as you can see, the opening, I have the big, I left the flap open, and I have the big button, and just the ribbon, and just wraps around the button, and you've got your closure. I didn't do that tight, but the trim, when I put this on Junk Journal Junkies, I had a lot of compliments about the trim, and some of my friends that have seen it love it too. I actually got this off of eBay. Several yards of it. It was a really good deal. I won the auction, yippee yay, and it's got a lot of good colors in it. When I saw it, I thought that looks great with this type of junk journal, so I put that on my flap. I did the pamphlet stitch binding and just inked up with coffee archival ink by Ranger. Inked that up, and then on the back, I did not have enough of this. I only had a piece of this. So I took and put another piece from the paper line underneath it with polka dots, and then the buttons on top. And to kind of, and then I wrapped it around the under paper. I'm sorry, I'm probably going all over the place. The paper under here I brought onto the flap. And then I just put this color of masking tape that I thought looked good with it, and just to strengthen that and help hold that and strengthen the flap there. Now, I am known by my daughters and my close friends to have this knack for making ridiculous mistakes, and so I made one on this one, but it's just called my upside down days. And on the flap, as you can see, my music sheet is upside down. But I will choose to say that that's for the days when you feel like everything's upside down. Just know it's going to be better tomorrow. And I'm just glad that I did not do it on the big sheet. I did get the front and back correct, and it is the right side up. So I only had a little bit of a bad day. But I love music. I love music. Sorry, that was our housekeeping again, dropping off our towels. So I love music, and so I love the music sheets, and my daughter was so gracious to tea dye these for me, and then I inked around the edges with the the archival coffee. I had a couple stamps. This just says notes, musings, observations. That's a stamp in itself, and then I had this little guitar stamps with flowers around it that I put there with it. And on the back, I had this one with the violin and a little saying that I don't think we're meant to read because I can't read it. I think it's just in a different language. So this has two signatures, and like I said, I did the pamphlet stitch on them. And this is the paper. I just love it. I love the colors. My daughter she cut me out a bunch of the tattered floral flower die from the tattered floral die, Tim Holtz. Cut me out a bunch of the paper line. And so I just put them together with a brad. And as you can tell if you've watched any of my journals, I love the pink lemonade Kool-Aid die. I love it, love it, love it. And so try to work it into every book I can. This was kind of neat because it actually, it had lines on it. The Kool-Aid kind of washed that off, but you can still see them enough to follow it. So it kind of like left it with a neat little look about it there. And then I just had some little fun stamps I put through here because I think this is a fun journal. Breakfast with coffee special, $1.49. And a little happy sticker. And this is a fold out paper, one of the papers. This is the music sheet. You know, I like to put music sheets in my paper. Now this one didn't get coffee dyed, it's just plain. Put some graph paper in. Got a little sticker here that says it's a beautiful day for a daydream. And then I took, you guys are going to think I work my daughter to death, but she's so gracious to help me. And she called, in fact, she's videoing for me right now. Thank you, Cora. She took and tea dyed. She did all my tea dyeing for me so I can just keep making books, and she does all the hard work. Time-consuming work. And so she had taken an old encyclopedia, or an old dictionary, I'm sorry, and had coffee dyed the pages. And so what I did, because the pages, as you can hear, I love the sound of it and the texture, but they feel very fragile. And so I put 3 together, and I taped them with the score tape and to give them some strength, and then I put washi tape around, made a little pocket, and that's the center of that, and made a little pocket on each side. And then one of the large tags by Ranger, and these are, she bought, I think 100, I don't know, these library cards, 500, I'm sorry, 500 library cards. Love it. Now, I almost have 500 books in my library, but anyway, so we have a lot of library cards, and you can actually find these tea dyed. You can find these on our Etsy shop, which we will link below, Southern Embellishment, and she tea dyes these, and some of them will be stamped, and some of them are plain, and you can find these on our Etsy shop. But they're just regular library cards. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so we coffee dyed them, and those are in there. And I tried to leave. Like here, this is covered up a little bit, but I try to use pictures. I hate snakes, but it was on there, and so it stayed. I made this envelope using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, which I love using that. It's so simple. And I didn't plan it this way, but actually when you open that, I had some, I like the wood look, but I had some hunting paper stash that I used for a book for my husband when I made him a memory book of our life together. And when you open the flap, there's a big elk. I love it. And then I just used some of the paper line and put, I know hunting and flowers and all that, doesn't really go together. But it's a junk journal, folks. So in my book, it goes together. The other side of the dictionary pages, same thing on here. And then this was what I did here. These were actually separate. So I took and taped them together with the same Scotch tape that I used here, and taped the 2 pages together and made a signature out of it. So, because these were separated, like 3 separate pages. They weren't connected. 3 library cards, the tag, more graph paper, the music paper, the other side of the flip out. I love the pattern on this, and I got to go through so I can get to the other one, get both of them done. Here's the last signature, and can you see it okay? Okay. This is the last signature, and just out of the paper, just cut some banners to add to it. As you can see, I didn't put a lot of fussy embellishments on it, so there's more room for journaling. Here's the other in the signature. As you can see, we dyed this with the pink Kool-Aid and made the little pockets and have the tag. Now this is some more of the 500 library cards my daughter ordered, Chuchi dyed. And here's the index cards we made, or didn't make, but dyed. Tea dyed, coffee dyed. Here's the envelope made with the punch, the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch. And in here I've just got two. These were made up from the scraps of the book, and I sprayed it with some of the Perfect Pearl Mist. And just some of the scraps that were left over from the pages and from the envelopes. And tuck it in there. And make the little slit to put that down in. And on the other side, the same thing. Index cards, library cards, tags, graph paper, a little flip out from the paper line. Like that sound, don't we? The texture. And then this is Hello Sunshine, and that's the other side of the book. And just close it up, wrap the ribbon around the button, and we're good to go. Now, I think that took too long, so I'm going to stop the video and restart for my second junk journal envelope junk journal. Thank you. Leave your comments, good, bad, or indifferent, and feel free to subscribe, and have a great day. Bye-bye.